Good morning, children. Today let us discuss the summative assessment 2 model paper. In this we have 4 sections. Section A consists of reading comprehension, wherein a passage will be given from your textbook itself. You need to answer the choose the correct answers and question and answers from the passage. This is 10 marks. Then you have section B, which is of 18 marks, vocabulary and grammar. In this you have write as directed, antonym, synonym, singular, right form, verb form, plural. Like this questions will be given to you. This I have given you when I was giving the worksheets. Okay, check your worksheets, children. You will be able to find this one. Passage will be given and you need to choose the right word. It is nothing but fill in the blanks will be given and the options will be given below, and you have to write the correct option which is correct. Okay, then you have sentences which have errors and you have to correct and rewrite them. So worksheet I have given. Check your worksheets. Practice is given to you. You can practice that way. These sentences will be given from the textbook itself. So if you are sure with your textbook content, whatever is there in the lessons, you will be able to write it properly. Rewrite as directed. This is the grammar part, and here from all the 4 units, whatever grammar part is there, that will be covered in this particular section. In section C, you have conventions of writing, which is punctuate. A worksheet is given on this. Check your worksheets, children. And here this is 2 marks. Section D consists of creative writing, which is of 10 marks. In this, 2 units are given, unit 5 and unit 7, and in that letter writing, formal letter writing is given, notice making, profile writing and questionnaire. So these things you have to learn for your summative assessment too. Understood, children? So for revision, let us revise the grammar points that we have learnt in the textbook. So in this unit 5 grammar, you have learned how to use the if clause, and there are 2 ways of writing the if clause. One way is writing if clause first, then keep a comma and write the main clause. The other way is you have to write the main clause followed by if clause. There is no need to write a comma here. Let's read the sentences. If you look at the trunk of a cut down tree, you will find the rings. Okay. So because if clause is coming first, there's a comma and the main clause is followed. The next way is you will find the rings if you look at the trunk of a cut down tree. Understood, children? So these are the 2 ways. And after this, page number 67, you are given few sentences and you are asked to write the sentence, rewrite the sentences using the if clause at the beginning of the sentence. Okay. Then you are given supply a condition or a possible result to the following. If you do not water the plants, they will die. Like that reason you have to give. So here this part also you practice. But don't think you are going to get the same sentences or same questions. You should understand how to write. Okay, children? So here unit 6 grammar, you have learned how to write active voice and passive voice. When you want to convey something strongly, directly, concisely, clearly to the point, then we are going to use the active voice. And here the subject is the doer. Okay. I am watching this video. I is the subject, watching is the verb, and video is object. I is the subject, and so here the subject is the doer. Understood this? Then moving on to the passive voice. When you want to tell something neutrally or subtle, you are going to use the passive voice. Bystander is mainly in this passive voice. Bystander is nothing but it's like a third person speaking. Okay. So here by mostly 90% of the sentences we are going to write by in the sentence. Let us look at the example. The video was being watched by her. By has come. Okay. Now let us learn. Here the verb is the receiver of the action. Verb is the receiver of the action. Now let us learn the 3 golden rules. The 3 golden rules are X, that is subject will become the object and object will become the subject. Helping verbs like is, was, were, are added in the passive voice sentence. Bystander, that is by, is going to be added. 3 things you have to remember. One is X, next is helping verbs, then next one is bystander. So dogs chase cats. So here this is the object. Object is going to become the subject. So cats. Then use the helping verb. Were chased. Chased by dogs. Bystander by dogs. Okay. Here we can see we have added the helping verb and then the bystander, and this subject became the object. Understood, children? Practice the examples. Unit 7 Grammar. In this you have learnt adjectives and their order in a phrase. Okay. So let us recall the order of. So you have learnt denotes as com. Denotes as com. I have given you a pictorial representation of this. D is the determiner, N is the number, O is the opinion, S is the size, A is the age, shape, then C is the color, O is the origin, M is the material, and P is the purpose. In determiners, you have articles, possessives, quantifiers, and demonstratives. So what are articles? A and the are the articles. Possessive means my, your, his, her, our, its, theirs. All these are possessives. Something which belongs to someone. Okay. Quantifiers are some, several, many, all. Demonstratives are this, that, these, those. All these come under determiners. Okay. Now let's move on to number. In numbers, you have 2 types of numbers. Cardinal numbers and ordinal numbers. It's 1, 2, 3, 4. Like that, if numbers, numerical values are given, you have to give the second place. Ordinal numbers like first, second, third, fourth, this has to be given second preference. Then moving on to the opinion. What you think of someone or something. Beautiful, ugly, lovely, fantastic, terrible. All these come under the opinion. And then next you have size. Tiny, huge, small, large, tall, long, medium. All these are sizes. Age, new, old, young. These 3 you have to remember. Then moving on to the shape. Bilog, square, round, triangular, star shaped. All these are the shapes. Next moving on to color. Purple, pink, red, white, yellow, all the colors. Then origin. Where the noun is from. Italian, Chinese, African, Korean, like that. According to the place, the origin is going to be given 8th. Then the next one is material. What the noun is made of, like plastic, leather, metallic, wooden, like that. Materials will be given the 9th place. 10th one is purpose. Where the noun is used for. Sports, cooking, fishing, then hunting. All these are the purpose. Okay. So what is the order, children? Denotes as com. Remember that. Revise well. Then the second part in this unit you have learnt 2 plus infinitive, that is ask and write. People go to school to study. You are going to write the reason using 2 plus a verb. V1 is the verb form. Is the basic verb form. Okay, children. So many examples are given and you were given practice how to write that. Okay, V1 is the root verb or the base verb or verb 1. Okay. So here jumbled clues are given and you have to write in the proper order. So we have done when we were doing. So that you can do fill in the blanks with appropriate forms of the verbs in the brackets. So 2 plus V1 form you have to write. Unit 8 grammar, we have learnt when to use must. When it's a necessity, when it's an obligation or certainty, we are going to use this must. Necessity, you must come regularly. Okay, this is a necessity. Obligation means if somebody is ordering. Then the next one is certainty, it must be your house. It's a certainty. Okay, then moving on to the next part, you have learned how to write simple present tense and present continuous tense. Simple present tense, all the habitual actions, universal truths, near future actions, all these come under simple present tense. I drink a cup of milk every morning. She reads story books. So here, I drink a cup of milk every morning. This is a habit. She reads story books. This is also a habit. The sun rises in the east. This is a universal truth. The earth moves around the sun. This is also a universal truth. My father comes tomorrow. My father comes tomorrow. This is a near future action. Okay, the train arrives at 7 p.m. So this is also the near future action. Moving on to the present continuous tense, it is an action in progress. The form of the verb is am V1 plus ing, or is plus V1 plus ing, are plus V1 plus ing. Okay, so here's a practice exercise for you. Simple present, if sentences are given and you are asked to write the present continuous tense, or sentences are given in present continuous tense and you have to write it in the simple present, this is the way that you have to do. I write novels. So here the present continuous tense format is am or is plus are plus V1 form. V1 plus ing. I write. So I is singular. So I am. Write is the verb. Ing, writing. I am writing novels. Understood? So here is she works at a bank. She is singular. Is working at a bank. Okay, is working. Work plus ing. We buy vegetables from the market. Okay, we buy. So buy, if you underline, this buy is going to become buying. So we is plural. So we are buying vegetables from the market. Understood? The next one, she speaks English. She speaks English. So speaks becomes speaking. She is singular. So she is speaking English. Understood? Then let us see the next one. Birds live in nests. Birds are living in the nest. Okay, birds are living in nests. My sister lives abroad. My sister is living abroad. Okay, my mother makes delicious cookies. My mother is making delicious cookies. Understood this, children? If you want, you can copy this in your homework books. Unit 8 grammar, the last part is WH questioning words, that is why, what, where, when, whom, which, how, who. All these are the questioning words, and how to use these questioning words to find out answers we have learnt. Okay, this is the grammar part, children. So see that you cover all the grammar points and you are ready for your exam. Then notice writing and the other part, that is creative writing, already you have learnt. Okay, so whatever videos I have sent, they are already in my channel, which is Margaret John. If you open any video down, you can see Margaret John. You can click on Margaret John channel and you'll have all the videos. Class 6 English, in the YouTube you'll have all the playlist where you can click and watch the videos, the original videos when I was teaching the class. All the videos are made available for you. So use the resources, prepare well and write your essay too very well. All the best, children.